All right, so it's been another week, and we're back here. We're back in the eBay room here. I also use it as my office. It's got the label printing. It's got everything here, just kind of in this 112 by 12 space for the most part. And got encouraging posters and signs and stuff like that. But we're going to cover today the what solds, and also the first part of I'm going to cover priority mail through the USPS Postal Service. Kind of a lot to it. I'd also recommend, if you have any questions, just to Google the stuff. We'll try to cover as much as possible with the priority on the USPS. But first of all, let's get into what's sold. As of right now, we're a little earlier than normal on a Sunday night, but we're at 30 sold items now. As always, I don't go through everything. My eBay store, just like the YouTube, is Helo's World. So if you want to look up all my solds, even through the week, because I don't cover those, this is just the weekend stuff. You can look up on Helo's World on eBay and find it there. But let's go through this. This is a variety. It is a lot of clothing, but there is a variety of solds. So it's at a yard sale Saturday. Love these hats. These are the little cabbie hats, newsboy hats. What you look for these? Wish I could find enough to run a store. I would have a whole store of these if I could, because I love these little things. But what you're looking for, this is Mucros. It's Ireland. But you're looking for wool in these things, some kind of name brand, and wool, 100% wool. And this is an extra large. It's a good size. It fits my head, and I have a big head. But it's a nice blue. I tell you, these things, and they always fly out the door. I sold for this for $23.77 shipped. I do put all my hats, no matter what. This will definitely go in a box. It'll go like that. I'll put it in a bag and then put it in a box. But all my hats ship in boxes. That way they don't lose their form or anything like that. They stay in nice shape. But that was a great pickup, quick turnaround sale. They always sell real quick. Like I said, if you find the wool ones, the Pt.1 makes some. There's just a number of name brands. But you're always looking for wool and a name brand on these little things, and they'll move quick. Makes me think of Fred Sanford whenever I find one, and I love them. I could wear one myself. Sold something I don't normally sell a whole lot. This is a tie. I bought this, probably had it for 4 or 5 months. It's a Vineyard Vines. It's a custom tie. This is some kind of college or something. I don't know exactly. I hadn't looked it up. I did look it up for. Oh, here it is. It's the Innsworth School. But I paid $1.99. Almost all ties at our Goodwills right now are still $1.99, and I sold it for $17 free shipping. Ties are really easy to ship. You fold it pretty much like this, put it in a bag, and you ship it. Ties are easy to ship. One thing bad about ties, they are long tail. I probably sold this year 3 or 4 ties all year long. You'll sell a few each year. So if you don't mind keeping them a couple years, I have a little tote that probably has 20 ties in it. So I say 4 or 5 sales a year. So kind of keep that in mind on your what sold. So, if you think, oh man, here's a bunch of ties, and you have to be particular about the ties. You just can't buy any ties. There's a list of brands that you probably look for in the ties. Vineyard Vines is a good tie. But sometimes I can probably go through a list of ties, or if we want to talk about that, we'll break down issues sometimes, maybe in a video, what shirts more look for, that type of thing. But I kind of show you weekly what sells, and that may kind of put it together as a list. I bought a bunch of games from a guy for $40, and I sold one already. It was Blitz 2 for PlayStation 3, and I sold Lord of the Rings War of the North, but inside of it was 2 other games. So there's a total of 3 discs in there, and I got $30 for all of it. And I didn't sold the Blitz. I paid $40 for everything, and I sold the Blitz for $50-some. So, time you take your fees out and all that, that was about $40 back. And then this is all profit. And I've got another $40 game in there. And then what I'll do is I'll have another game that will The rest of the games I'll kind of sell for a couple bucks, and I'll have all my money back. And then all the ones that sold on eBay will be my profit. I was at a sale the other week. If you watched my other video last week, I sold a VCR where I got for free. I also got a Harley part for free. This thing isn't very valuable, and it's not very heavy. So when you hear me tell you the price, I got $18.88 free shipping out of it. It's very lightweight. It's a fender, I think. Yeah, front fender skirt. But didn't pay nothing for it, so I just pay shipping and go for that. Always talk about memories. So when you pick up stuff, you always pick up memories. This is a 1992 Christmas wish book, especially this time of year. Wish books will fly out the door. Not a big maker of money, but hey, it sells quick. You make okay money. I got $24.88 free shipping. Now, to go ahead and give you a clue as to what we're coming up on, what I do with these so I can ship them, I don't even know where this thing's going right now. It really don't matter. It's not going to go in that. It's going to go in this. We'll talk about this in a minute, but these are the priority mailers. Anything you can fit in here and up to 70 pounds ships. Costs me $8.20. If you go to the post office, I think it's $9.55. But anything that can fit in here, and that's what I'll do. Put this sucker in here, and it'll ship. And that's how you do the wish books. Any catalogs, textbooks. I have fit all kinds of stuff in there before. So that's how this goes. My mom sent me a picture a couple weeks ago, a couple different items, and she said, "Is this anything worth anything?" Because she knows stuff that they don't make anymore that's new sometimes has a value. So she sent me a picture of this. I said, well, all I can do is look it up. I don't know. Sometimes if I'm at a yard sale and I see something similar to this, I might pick it up if it's got a buck on it. If it's not worth anything, I'll use it. And, it's worth more than $1 to me. But anyway, we looked this up, and yeah, this has value. This is about $40 plus shipping. Ziploc tabletops. All this is 3 different plates and 3 different lids. 3 different dining plates with 3 different lids. I don't know, $40 plus shipping. I don't complain about the money. I just collect it, So that was a good sale and didn't cost me anything because Mom had it. Picked up a bunch of catalogs, manuals off of a friend of mine. Bought them off of her for $30. I sold this Triumph Spitfire here. Got like $18 free shipping. Probably $3 or $4 on shipping. So I've still got quite a few. Actually, I have I think another one of these. Don't know why I had 2 of them was in that lot, but it'll be easier to list them for me. The listing will be set up. I will take different pictures even though they're similar, because I want to always tell the customer this is the one you're getting. So I'll take pictures, but I'll use the same listing. Like I said in the intro, well, maybe I didn't say an intro, but a lot of things that sold this weekend were also fall type stuff, hoodies and jackets and stuff like that. So I was glad to see that because that's what time of year it's coming upon. Sold this, and remember I was talking about one of the videos, how you can get free inventory? Well, this thing here, I don't think I paid much at all. It's a Realtree 4XL hoodie, brand new with tags. Came from Kohl's. Originally was $60. I think I paid $4 or $5 maybe altogether. They took the discounts, and then I got a 10 off 10. Paid maybe $4 or $5 tops, and yeah, I don't even think I paid that. But anyway, I got $19.99 plus shipping. But yeah, out the door it'll go, and I got it where I can put that in a box. I don't have to cram it in some kind of bag or something like that. I'm local to 2 major universities, Virginia Tech and Radford University. Sold this Hokies basketball Nike dry fit. It's extra large or 2XL, extra large. Picked it up for, I think, $1. I got $17.99 free shipping. So, if you've watched the videos, the whole goal is on shirts like that around $10 a piece profit. And that definitely hit that goal. Picked this up at a yard sale earlier this year. Columbia PFG, if you watch this show enough, I sell enough of this stuff. But it's Columbia PFG. I actually sent out an offer on it for $17, and the person took it. But I paid $2 at the yard sale. Very clean, very nice, that type of thing. So once again, we hit about that $10 mark and got it out the door. I picked it up, actually, when I picked it up at the yard sale. I picked up, like, the guy had 4 or 5 on the rack. He had a hat. I mean, I got quite a bit of stuff there at one spot. Next thing, I was downstairs in my laundry room, and I saw a shirt, and I was like, it actually had hung up there for quite a while. And I really don't like the shirt. It just don't fit on me right. So, this is a Reebok Polo, and I think it really helps it. It's a good size. It's actually kind of big on me, which is, it's play. It's a golf. It's a play dry. They call theirs play dry. So it's a 5XL. It's pink. It's striped. You know, it's nice and clean, that type of thing. Got $24.99 free shipping. I have no idea what I have in it. Like I said, it hung down there. I was down there in my laundry room. It was hanging down there, and I was like, it'd been hanging there a while. And I was like, just get rid of that thing. So I listed it in about 2 or 3 weeks. It sold. I'm always telling you that I do try to keep big sizes, as you just saw with the pink one. Also, this is something I picked up for $1 for $1 day at the Goodwill. It's a Harbor Bay 5XLT. It is a big shirt. I got $19.99 free shipping. So another, once again, around the $10 mark. That's what we'll make there. Sold this. This is the Washington. They're now the Commanders. There's Washington. One thing you want to look for with these type of shirts, any type of shirts from the 90s, this is from the 90s, is this Logo 7. People love Logo 7 stuff. It's made in the USA, Logo 7s. It's usually 90s. Just a nice shirt. I think I paid it a couple dollars for it at a yard sale. They got $18 for it. So once again, it's $10, $10. A lot of smiles this week. If you watched last week's video, we did more of the big items. I said it was more back then, was more quality and not as much quantity. This week and as I spoke to you, actually 31 came across on my, I'm filming this on my phone. I can see actually as I film stuff. So we're at 31, but they're all small sales. That's okay. The great thing is that'll clean up some inventory room, that type of thing. Sold, this is another type of Columbia. This is women's. I know every week I tell you that I don't sell much women's clothes, and then you watch the video and there's a women's clothes sales. So, take that for what you know. This is a women's Columbia type shirt. They're great for hiking, that type of stuff. It's a small, so I usually wouldn't pick this up. But the yard sale where I picked it up, the lady there, she took real nice care of her stuff. It's all nice and clean, and you could tell it was not very used. And just like I was talking about with the Under Armour a couple weeks ago, Columbia stuff, when it has been worn a lot, these tags start to wear out. You can tell this hasn't been worn much. So everything was nice and clean. Just picked it up for $1. I think I got 16 something on that. I was at a sale. Actually, I went into the little thrift store near me. And sometimes they can be kind of high, kind of low. I don't know. But anyway, I seen this ink. And the thing about this ink is it's from 2014, expired in 2014. But even expired ink, always look it up. And the way you look it up is, just get skinny barcode. But this is from 2014. And it didn't have any pricing on it. A lot of times they mark on it or put a big sticker or something. Thank goodness it didn't have nothing on it. I won't have to do any. All I'm going to do is stick this in an 8x6x4 box and ship it. Matter of fact, right here is the box. And as I always get my stuff together when I'm talking to y'all, I get my stuff together. But anyway, I paid $2 for this, and I sold it for $19.99 free shipping. So another thing, once again, probably around the $10 mark. It just sold so super quick. Easy $10. But yeah, if you go through tonight's thing, probably the whole thing is going to be $10, $10 here, $10 there. But it all adds up. You know, there's going to be some. I mean, I saw 31 items. There's going to be some items I made more than $10 tonight on, like those plates I didn't pay anything for. Mom gave me those, so you know, $39.99 plus shipping. Time I pay eBay, I'm at least clearing $30 on that. So, you know, that's it's not everything's $10, but sold another guide here. This is a Mercedes-Benz diesel guide. Not only did I buy some off of a friend of mine, some of these, I also got a big box of them for free. This was in the free box, so got $13 free shipping. You know, I got it free, so you're looking at $8-10. But this will be easy. I just slide it in something and ship it. I don't get too fancy on stuff like this that ships media. Do be careful. Make sure everything's nice and secure because media is a little rougher. We talked about media a couple weeks ago, so cover a couple jackets real quick, and then we're going to talk about the topic real quick. I bought this at a yard sale earlier in the year. The Chaps Ralph Lauren. Anytime you get anything like this, it's kind of vintage. That means 90s. Nice jacket with the hood. Nice, you know, rain jacket. Type fall type jacket. Of course, in my area, the temperature changed pretty quick. So it ain't just fall. It kind of went later fall than just regular fall. Sometimes September don't do like that. And last thing I'm going to talk about and what sold is Marmot jacket. Marmot's a pretty good name. This was from the same lady I bought. This is another women's thing. I know I say I don't sell much women's and then I sell stuff. So, you know, take that for what you get. But anyway, this is a Marmot jacket. Really nice. Like I say, Marmot stuff sells pretty good. The size wasn't the greatest. She wasn't the biggest. You know, she's a smaller lady. But this was still a medium. Everything on the rack was $1, so I just grabbed like 6 or 7 things. Pretty much all of it. I think maybe 1 or 2 items out of the 7 I've still got, and I got it that big container like I was talking about originally when we talked about the 0 square feet. That's got all my hats in it for sale. And so that's, you know, that's going to what's sold. Like I said, there's total 31 items, and I just don't do everything for the length of the video. This thing's already going to be long as it is. I'm trying to get everything said and that type of thing. We're going to cover real quick with the priority stuff. I was talking about earlier, these things are gold. If you don't learn anything tonight, learn that these things are gold. Anything I stick in this thing to anywhere in the U.S. is $8.20 if you buy the label off of eBay. So it can be up to 70 pounds. As long as it fits, it ships. This is the good thing. They actually make a cardboard version of this. It's cheaper than this, but the cardboard version doesn't nearly have the flexibility. This thing can take quite a bit. You can, for stores, people shipping pairs of boots in these things. All kinds of things. You can hear the moon stories, but you can ship a lot of stuff. I've shipped 3XL hoodies and stuff like that. Don't do as much on the big stuff anymore on that, but you can still do really good. These are $8.20, but that's one of the things priority. This is, if you don't learn anything priority, learn about the padded flat. Now, you can get these off of the website, the USPS website. I just ask. Your post office, generally, in my area, they've got them. You just have to ask. They don't put them out because if they put them out, people will take every one. So that you have to ask. Now, they'll have the cardboard version of them, but they won't have these out. But usually they'll give you some. Just don't be greedy. I want to talk too. Now, you got your different boxes. And as long as they don't say flat rate on them. Now, if they say flat rate on them, you have to pay the flat rate. Now, that's kind of the same idea as that. If it has the flat rate on it, then it ships at one flat rate. It doesn't matter how heavy it is. It don't matter what. It just ships at a flat rate. Whatever that box costs. That box may cost $18, $20, that type of thing. There's a medium flat rate, there's a small flat rate, and there's a large. And it's whatever you get in that box, wherever. But, if it's heavier, then you can get away with it. Like if it's small and heavy, then that's the way to go. But if it's bigger and stuff, that's not really the way to go. But these are the traditional, just regular. This is called a shoebox priority. I know I'm going over a lot, but I'm not trying to make the video too extremely long. This is a shoebox, though. It is really great for shoes. As stated, I always, whenever I have a pair of shoes, this is what I do use. It's nice and good and square, rectangle. As the other ones are kind of, and I'll go over those next week. We'll try to cut the what sold just down. Probably won't sell 31 items again. Probably won't be this kind of variety because I want to kind of go over the variety of what sold. But what I want to tell you, if you stick anything in any of the post offices type boxes, of course, it says priority, and they will charge you priority. I don't care if it's just, if I stuck this CD in this box and try to ship it, they will charge me a priority price because this is priority mail. So you don't, if you've got something that's under, if you're going to them, under 13 ounces, or if you're buying through eBay, the price label or pirate ship, it's 16 ounces. But anything that's got their thing on it, priority mail, any of their stuff, you're either on priority or like overnight or something like that. If you got the blue boxes, there's a blue box too, like this. It's bluer. I don't have any of those because I never ship anything overnight. Nobody ever have asked me, please ship this overnight. And I guess it could happen to you, but I've never had that sent to me. I have bumped people up sometimes from first class to priority if they ask real nice and I'm making a pretty good profit. I'll generally do it, but don't think you'll get good feedback because of that, because I've done that multiple times and they don't do it. But yeah, just remember, if you ship it in something from the post office, you're going to get theirs. Like I was talking earlier, that little hat, I'm going to ship it in my box. This box. This is what you want to ship it in, and that'll be 8 ounces or 10 ounces. It might be a little bit heavier because it's a little heavier duty hat, but it'll still be cheap to ship that. But if I shipped it now, I want to be priority to wherever that is. So Lord knows what that would cost me. There's certain dimensions to the post office boxes. And my recommendation is, if you have anything long or anything like that, just punch it in and see what it costs you. And if it costs a lot through the post office, you probably want to go through UPS instead of the post office. The post office changed their dimensions. So if you've got something that's on the long side, it's probably best to go through UPS now. You can go through, I think anything over 18 inches, their machinery kicks out. So, they'll still do it. They'll do anything long. It's just going to cost you a fortune. I don't know if you watched a couple videos ago. I mailed a lightsaber, and the only reason I still mailed it through the post office, they had the perfect box for it. It was nice. It just slid right in. And that's kind of why I did it, but it was like $30 or something to ship that thing. And the only reason, really, like I said, the box was perfect, and I was making such a good profit on it, I just decided to eat they paid postage on it, but they paid only like $11. So I had to eat almost $20 of shipping. But I'd made so much on the lightsaber, it was worth it. I never heard nothing back from them, so it got there good. It's been 3 weeks or so. You can watch the video with the lightsaber. But that's some of the priority stuff. But there's still a lot more. But like I said, if you learned anything tonight, you learned about the padded flat. Make sure you know about the padded flat because that thing's wonderful. This year I tried an axe head. I did my first axe head that I ever shipped. It was old. It was U.S. made axe head. And just kind of wanted to do it for fun to see if it would sell, and it did. I think I got $19.99 plus shipping. But what I was able to do, I was able to offer it to my California customers because I was able to stick in that padded flat and ship it for $8.20. Had I not put it in a padded flat, just say I stuck it in a box like this, which wouldn't make any sense for an axe head, but say I shipped it in a U.S. box, or heck, even if I shipped it in a little small box, it would have fit in this. An axe head will fit in this. But if I ship 3 pounds in this little box to California, it's 3 or 4 pounds, maybe a little bit more, because it's an axe head, it was a little solid, a little heavy thing. U.S. made back in the day, if you will. it would probably cost $25 to ship it. And I was able to ship it for $8.20. And that way I can pass those savings on to the customer. They pay shipping, but they pay $9.55 for the shipping. So, that way, the thing about shipping and stuff, the reason why I don't deal in a lot of heavy stuff, if you want to know, if you get bigger, heavier items and it goes to California, that's for me. I'm in Virginia. That's a big cost. And say like a VCR, I do list VCRs. I never sell them to California. Why? Because the person looking in California at my store for VCRs sees it's $29.99 for the VCR, but $40 to ship it to them, because shipping to California is very expensive on something like that. But if you're able to control it by putting in that envelope where it ships anywhere, even Hawaii, Alaska, anywhere, it ships anywhere the U.S. ships, for that $8 and something. So that's a real bargain. So like I said, if there's anything you learn first thing in priority, is that padded plat is gold. And if you can fit in the cardboard version, that's fine too. I tried the cardboard version for like a pair of jeans one time, a smaller pair of jeans. I didn't like it. So that's just one of those preference things. I know people that, oh, I love it for jeans. I do it for jeans. They do it more for jeans than anything. Maybe a jacket that kind of folds flat in there. Nice. Probably that women's jacket would do okay in that cardboard thing. And I'll look at it when I ship the jacket today. I may ship that women's jacket in a padded plat. I like the little boxes like I was showing you. There's another version of this, a small flat version. It's more rectangular. That's priority. I like those for little jackets and stuff. I put some tissue paper. That's the way that I ship those. But I hope that covered some of the priority. This is part one of the priority. Next week I'll cover part two. It's a lot on priority, but I'm gonna try to cover as much as I can. There's actually some part of the priority is going away, but I am going to touch on that. But I hope I run on a little bit long, but I had a lot of what solds. I wanted to cover the priority some, but tune in next week for part two. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends about it. I appreciate anybody that you send along. If you've added on, hey, welcome on. I hope that you find this entertaining. If you have any questions, by all means, leave in the comments. I'll try to answer any question I can. Have a good day. Bye-bye.